Hi guys, in this video I'm going to start by revising some of the things that we saw last lesson about making code repeat multiple times, and then after that we're going to look at how you can teach the Python turtle to draw completely new shapes. So first of all, let's go back to the things that we learned last lesson about repeating lines of program code. So we know that you can draw using the Python turtle. And any Python turtle program is going to start with import turtle. And let's say that I draw a line with the turtle. And then I'm going to rotate the turtle anti-clockwise. Now I'm going to use 144 degrees because that will draw a star. So when I run this program, I get a single line and then the turtle has rotated a little bit. And I know that if I repeat this 5 times, then the turtle will draw a star. Now last lesson, one of the things that we saw was that you can repeat lines of program code without having to write them out 5 times or without having to copy and paste. So a better way to do it is to use the for command. So I write for count in range, and then in brackets I write how many times I want to repeat. So in this case I want to repeat 5 times. Now all of the things that I want to repeat, I put a space at the beginning of the line. So I want to repeat these 2 lines, so both of those lines I spaced in a little bit from the left hand side. When I run the program now, you can see that the result is exactly the same as before, but my program is much shorter and neater. So you do have to be a little bit careful with Python. Make sure that these line up when you space them in. If you have one spaced in more than another, like if you space this one in 2 spaces but then you only space this in 1 space, then you will get an error. Python will complain. You have to make sure that things are lined up properly when you're writing your Python program. Okay, so we know how to repeat things in Python. Now how about if I wanted to draw lots of stars? I could use a for loop like this to repeat the same star, but I want to put the stars in different positions, and I might want to draw them at different times as part of different objects. So what I really want to do is to teach Python how to draw a star, and then anytime I say to Python draw a star, I want Python to be able to remember how to do that and to do it straight away. Now there is a way to do that, and it's using the def command. So what I do is I write the word def, D-E-F, space. Now I have to give a name to my shape. So I'm going to call this shape star. Now I write an open and a close bracket, and then I put a colon. Now just like with for, where we spaced everything that we wanted to repeat, after def, I space everything that I want to define. So these lines are going to be remembered by Python as what it means to draw a star. Now, if that doesn't make sense yet, then hopefully it's going to make sense once I run the program and you get a little bit of an example. So if I run the program now, it actually won't do anything at all. I get an empty screen, and that's because although I've told Python how to draw a star, I haven't actually told Python that it needs to draw a star. So I've taught it how to do the star, but I haven't told it to draw a star. If I want to actually ask Python to draw a star, I now write the word star and an open and close bracket like that. Now when Python sees that, it knows how to draw a star because I wrote the def up here. So it will see that and do these commands. So if I run it now, it draws a star just the same as with my previous program. But the difference is that I can now write the word star anywhere I like. So if I put turtle.go to 50, 50, and then star, And now I'm going to draw two stars. I'm going to draw a star in the starting position, and then I'm going to go to a new position, 50, 50, and then I'm going to draw a star again. Let's just have a look at that. So we've got two stars now, and it does draw a line in between the two positions, so we can get rid of that using the pen up and pen down commands, which we had a look at last lesson. But you can see now, anytime I want to draw a star, I can just write the word star and it's going to draw that star automatically. Now, I could put turtle.pen up here, and then turtle.pen down here, and run it again. And that's going to get rid of that annoying line between the two shapes. Now, if you find the drawing a little bit too slow, you can speed it up by writing turtle.speed 0, like that. That's going to draw a lot faster. Now we can draw stars. You might want to make some other def commands. So a really useful def command, which I call jump, looks like this. I give it an x and y value, and then what it does is it does turtle.pen up, and then it goes to an x and y position, and then it does turtle.pen down. Now this is a little bit more complicated than the star def, because it has an x and y value inside the brackets. So don't worry so much if you find this one a bit more difficult to understand, because all you've got to do is use that particular program code that I've given you. I don't need you to write your own version of that. But that allows you to jump to different positions. So I can jump to 100, 40. Now that means 100 on the x-axis. So if you think of graph paper, that would move over to the right, and then 40 on the y-axis. So that's going to move up a little bit. And now I can jump somewhere else. So let's jump to minus 160, and then I'm going to draw another star. So here what I've done, I've drawn a star, I've moved to a different position, I've drawn a star, I've moved to a different position, I've drawn a star, and you can see that I can make a really complicated drawing by combining together these different things which I created using def. If I run this program, there's my 3 stars. Now, you can create a def for any shape that you like. So, on the worksheet, you'll see that I've asked you to create defs for some other shapes, and then to put those shapes together to create a whole picture which you can draw using the Python turtle.